A college degree, a steady job, a slow climb up the corporate ladder. For decades, this has been sold as the plan, the path to stability, success, and financial security. It's presented as a surefire formula: study hard, earn your diploma, land a good job, and climb the corporate ladder rung by rung until you reach the promised land of retirement bliss. But what if it's not a plan at all? What if it's a trap? The illusion of progress. Many enter college full of ambition, dreams, brimming with possibilities. They imagine themselves changing the world, starting businesses, or pursuing passions that ignite their souls. Yet, somewhere along the way, those dreams are replaced by pre-approved templates, a checklist handed down through generations. Graduate with honors. Secure a good job. Buy a house with a 30-year mortgage. Save for retirement in increments so small they barely register. The people around them celebrate these milestones as though they're monumental achievements. I got hired at a top firm. I'm on track for a promotion. I just bought my first house. From the outside, it all seems like progress, until you zoom out. Until you realize most are following a script they didn't write. A script designed not to empower, but to keep them tethered to a system that thrives on predictability. A conversation worth having. Imagine sitting across from a friend who recently landed their dream job. Let's call her Sarah. She's glowing with excitement, eager to share how she's finally made it. Sarah: I can't believe I got the offer. The salary is great, the benefits are amazing, and there's even talk of promotions within 2 years. You nod politely, sensing an opportunity to dig deeper. You: that sounds incredible. But tell me something. What happens after the promotion? Where do you see yourself 5-10 years from now? Sarah hesitates, caught off guard by the question. After a moment, she shrugs. I guess more promotions? Maybe a corner office someday? Honestly, I haven't thought that far ahead. For now, I just want to focus on doing well here. Her response reveals the unspoken truth. Most people aren't chasing a vision. They're climbing blindly, hoping each step will lead somewhere meaningful. But without clarity, the climb becomes endless, leaving them stranded halfway up the mountain. What happens when you question the system? For those who dare to question this system, the road looks radically different. It's chaotic, it's uncertain. It doesn't come with a steady paycheck or guarantees. Instead, it comes with failure. Lots of it. They start businesses that don't take off. They chase opportunities that turn out to be scams. They take on debt, work odd jobs, and feel the crushing weight of everyone's doubt. Just get a real job. Stop wasting time on dreams. Be realistic. These voices echo loudly, often drowning out the quiet whisper inside, urging them to keep going. And maybe the critics are right. For most people, breaking free isn't easy. In fact, statistically speaking, most fail. But here's the thing. Some don't. Some succeed spectacularly. And those who do, don't follow the pattern. Building outside the blueprint. Those who break free understand something fundamental. Wealth and freedom aren't handed to you. They're created. Here's how they do it. They build instead of waiting for permission, they build. Whether it's launching a business, creating digital products, or developing innovative solutions, they focus on producing value. Take Alex, for example. Fresh out of college, he rejected the idea of joining a corporate firm. Instead, he poured his energy into building an app that simplified project management for freelancers. At first, no one cared. He faced rejection after rejection, burning through savings and racking up credit card debt. But instead of giving up, he adapted. He listened to feedback, refined his product, and eventually found traction. Today, his app serves thousands of users worldwide, generating passive income while he explores new ventures. They adapt. Success rarely follows a straight line. Those who break free embrace uncertainty, viewing setbacks not as failures, but as lessons. They pivot when necessary, adjusting their strategies based on what works, and abandoning what doesn't. Consider Lisa, a former teacher turned entrepreneur. Her initial attempt at selling handmade crafts online flopped miserably. Rather than quitting, she analyzed why it failed. She realized her niche was too broad, her pricing too low, and her marketing non-existent. So she pivoted, focusing instead on teaching others how to create profitable Etsy shops. Within months, her courses gained popularity, transforming her struggling hobby into a thriving business. They refuse to trade their best years. Perhaps the most defining trait of those who break free is their refusal to trade their best years for a paycheck that barely moves. They recognize that time is finite, and once it's gone forever. Meet James, a software developer who grew tired of trading hours for dollars. Despite earning a comfortable salary, he felt trapped in a cycle of monotony. Determined to reclaim his time, he began learning about coding boot camps and online education platforms. Over weekends and late nights, he built a course teaching beginners how to code. Initially, sales were slow, but over time, word spread and enrollment skyrocketed. Now, James earned significantly more than his corporate job ever paid, all while working fewer hours and having complete control over his schedule. The question isn't whether the system is broken. It's whether you're willing to break free from it. Because if you're waiting for someone to hand you wealth, freedom, or success, you'll be waiting forever. A wake-up call. Let's revisit Sarah, the friend celebrating her new job. Fast forward 5 years, and she's still stuck in the same cycle. Longer hours, mounting stress, and diminishing returns. One evening, over coffee, she confides in you. Sarah, I thought this job would bring fulfillment. But honestly, I feel emptier than ever. I'm working harder than ever. Yet I have nothing to show for it. Have you considered stepping off the treadmill? Building something of your own? She sighs, shaking her head. It sounds risky. What if I fail? You smile knowingly. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person fails. Dozens, if not hundreds, of times before they succeed. The difference is, they keep going. They refuse to settle for mediocrity. Will you break free? So, the final question remains. Will you break free? Will you continue following the herd, hoping things magically change? Or will you seize the reins and forge your own path? Because here's the truth. The wealthiest among us didn't achieve success by playing it safe. They rewrote the rules. They questioned assumptions. They dared to dream bigger and acted boldly. Now it's your turn.